Good morning, Earthlings. Hello, everyone. Aaron here, aka AJ, aka Papa. It is January 28th, 2020, and I am back with another vlog to feast your eyes and ears indubitably upon my little morsels of good nature and kindness. Is that what you are? It's early, y'all, and I have a long day today. Not that I work the bookstore, but just delivering, and Zach's got an appointment, and he has school, and I have things to get accomplished today because I am ambitious. The lighting's weird today. Sorry about that. I have a lamp pointed at my face because it is so gloomy out that it just doesn't provide enough light for lighting the beauty that is this face. Guys, I finished Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, and it was so good. The ending was satisfying enough. It just barreled right through. The pace of the book barreled right through to the end, and it was really good. The ending wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought I knew the person in question, but it wasn't that person. So I got fooled, and I started the next book, Sea Monsters or Sea of Monsters, something to that effect. I started that last night as well, so I'm already working on that, and I'm just excited to see this series through. I think there's 5 books in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then he's got other series too, Heroes of Olympus, and there's another one based on like Egyptian mythology. So I don't know if I'll get around to those. I just know the Percy Jackson series and that it's, well known for being a good series. So after that, I'll probably branch off to other things. Yesterday, I was practicing piano a little bit, and I'm just in beginner books right now, just to kind of hone my craft and whatnot. And I came across a piece in one of these beginner books that was so pretty. I just played it, and it's such a fortunate thing to come across a piece in a beginner book that is really enjoyable to play. They're usually kind of like plunky and weird and awkward fingering and such, and they do that on purpose to kind of get your mind wrapped around, your fingers doing things that they're not used to doing. So, but I found a really pretty piece, and maybe I'll play it later for you guys. But it just was a pleasant experience to kind of come across something pretty in a beginner book, because it just doesn't happen often. I woke up stiff and sore this morning. It is what it is. We'll get the yoga in at some point today, and that will help a lot. I think it's just it's gloomy today. I think the barometric pressure has kind of shifted a little bit, and that usually affects me to a certain extent. So nothing to worry about, nothing major. It's just a little stiffness, and I can kind of feel my back, my vertebrae and stuff's kind of shifting around and kind of cracking and popping a little bit. So it will all work itself out as the day goes on and I limber up a little bit, but that's where my body's at right now. Yesterday, while I was delivering, I decided to listen to some music I hadn't listened to in a while. He's a fellow YouTuber, former YouTuber, I think, or he might still be doing it. I don't know, but Troye Sivan released an album some years ago called Blue Neighborhood, and I just remember thinking it was like the best album that I listened to in a really long time. And I went back and I listened to a couple of the songs from it, and oh my gosh, I still feel exactly the same way. It's such a remarkably good album, and written with such a unique perspective and with such heart and soul. And it's remarkable that he's as young as he is and was able to convey, such raw emotion in such a effective way. Such a good album. If you haven't heard it, it's Blue Neighborhood by Troye Sivan. Go check it out. It's just stunning. You guys remember Grayson Chance? He had a viral video of him singing a Gaga song, and I can't remember. He was just maybe like 10 or 11 or something to that effect at the time, and now he's all grown up, and I happened across some of his music, and I kept meaning to listen to it, and I just had it. And so yesterday I listened to a few of his songs, and I was really disappointed. Most of what I heard was really like disposable music without much of a message to it. The lyrics were just like words thrown together, not much of a story to it. There was one song that I did listen to on repeat and I enjoyed, and it's called Yours. That song is good, but even still, there's just a section of it that I thought was really well written and catchy, but the rest of it is just very monotone and very uninteresting. But I don't know. I feel bad for the kid, honestly, because I just feel like, I don't know if he's writing it himself, but I just feel like the production on it was just not as good as it should be. And there's potential there for him to be like the level of a Troye Sivan or whatever, because he has a unique quality to his voice, but he's just not getting the music and the lyrics and the songs that he needs right now. But he's still super young, so there's plenty of time. Okay, I've been rambling on about just nonsense this morning, and I can talk about music ad nauseum. So let's get to Zen Quote of the Day, shall we? Zen Quote of the Day comes from a very extremely famous artist, Michelangelo, who was a sculptor, and it goes a little bit like this. The true work of art is but a shadow of the divine perfection. When it comes to art and creation and the concept of creating things in your lives. Yeah, and that's basically what we're doing with the laws of attraction. We are choosing what it is that we want to create in our life by the power of intention. When it comes to that, it's important to remember that we can find inspiration from literally anywhere. Michelangelo understood that art was something that is interwoven into basically the fabric of this physical reality. And it's not surprising to find inspiration or creative inspiration in everything around you if you just take a few minutes to savor in the simple things in life. If we stop and look at a beautiful sunrise or a beautiful sunset and all the beauty and color that can go into that, sometimes the changing of the colors of the leaves in the fall, a beautiful fresh snow over the ground, the stars in the sky, the moon hanging in the sky at night, reflecting the sun's light. There's so many things within nature and all around us in this physical reality that express a true artistry that are so beautiful and stunning if you should take the time to look at the simple things that you must surely be inspired. Now, that is not to say that everyone is aspiring towards creative things, right? We understand that. But if you understand that no matter what your goal is, no matter what your intention is, or what things that it is that you are wanting to achieve, if you understand that achieving those things is a creative process, then you understand that creation itself is something that requires a bit of inspiration. Today, I just wanted to impart upon you that inspiration comes from literally anywhere. And so often we kind of bumble through life and we just power through and we don't take any time to savor in any sort of good, small, individual moments, and we kind of glaze over the entire experience. And before we know it, the day is over and we've gotten through it and nothing was bad per se, but there were no big aha moments or no big moments of true inspiration. And then we wonder why from day to day we can be very frustrated or agitated or just despondent about the life that we're living. It's not that we need these huge moments of inspiration. It's not that we need massive awakenings, although awakenings are amazing and they're beneficial and so great. But it's not that we need them on that level every day. But what we do need is small moments strewn together, sewn together with the fabric of our inspiration, sewn together with the fabric of our intention. And once we sew enough of them together, we find a internal mechanism or an internal motor that begins to run and propel us forward in the direction of the things that we are desiring to achieve. If we just live every day getting by with the status quo, we will only ever be marginally happy. It is important for us to have aspirations and dreams and to be working towards something bigger than what we have now in order for us to feel true happiness. And that's not to say that some or most aren't fine living the status quo, and most of us aren't okay just getting by. And maybe even, having a modicum of happiness here and there. But if you want true and lasting joy, if you want true and lasting peace within yourself, then we must always be working towards being a better version of ourselves. That's what brings us joy and peace. And that's not to say that it's not hard from time to time, but if we are working towards the best version of ourselves, then we can know deep within ourselves that there's something really remarkably wonderful to look forward to. And all of that desire, all of that drive comes from inspiration. Inspiration is the fuel that drives us forward, that propels us forward towards the things that we are inspired to work towards. So today, guys, I would encourage you to take time to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. Stop and look at the small beauties within the world. Do what Michelangelo did. Respect that the true art or the true process of creation is merely a shadow of the divine perfection. Recognize within the physical reality around us that there is true beauty and true inspiration woven into everything that we encounter on the physical realm. Choose to see this today and find your inspiration, guys, because life is so much bigger and better than we could have ever imagined, but it's going to take a little inspiration. I love you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, how's it going? I am on a little break. Lunch for deliveries was pretty slow, but we got some stuff done. Zach's appointment's done. He's at school right now. I am at home. I'm going to get some things done. I've already read a little bit in Sea of Monsters, the Percy Jackson book by Rick Riordan, and I'm gonna practice piano and see if I can't get yoga done before I get another delivery. So if that gets all done and I upload this now, then everything will be done that I need to get done for today. So I am gonna say goodbye for today, and I will see you guys first thing in the morning. I hope that you all have that you're having a wonderful day and that you had a wonderful night tonight. I love you very much. Talk to you later. Bye.